even. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm leading to show them everything that I believe in.
I ain't here to fight, though.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes and data, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. Tragedies happen one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your evenings. I'm not interested, I want to form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you want my achievements. Well, screw away, I'm feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this, so I'm yours. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve.
Oh, shit. Fuck.
Taken at the goal line. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line.
Damn, hey, bro, can you stream? Yo, my stream fucked up. That's crazy, bro. I ain't even.
Offensive coordinator, you just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now you've got to call plays that won't.
Hold up, bro. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Dang. Bitch.
Mistakes.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Felt me get a little jangly up there before that last play call, and then once it happened, I was like, oh, because it feels like almost a missed golden opportunity to take a shot in that position.
You think 1st and 5, maybe you go for a little more than a short run?
Almost a free down.
Second down and 4. Here's Jackson.
Try fucking block for me. Go.
Cam Smith in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as his first punt will come from inside.
We get that over. That was a mistake.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken at the 46. Able to snuggle by. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Give up the middle to H.A. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
One of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now Young here, you can see changing the play. Right back to H.A. on 2nd down. Right up getting 4 down to the 36. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Down the left sideline. And he will bring this back. It's a big 6 and an even touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. The play fake. Now Young. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Ready?
Running right, here's H.A. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Check 2. Come on, 38.
Here is Young. On the out route, he's got Burks. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Right.
They run for it. A.J. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling?
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Three and a half to go, first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick 6, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick 6. Young, short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Young on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Ready?
A-Chain on 1st and 10. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
A-Chain gets it from the gun. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Black shot.
Now Young. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Ready?
Out of the gun, it's Young. To the sideline and incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Sanders' kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now is not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo. Usually moving into more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
The Ravens at 9-6 now. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Four yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And this time, Jackson will throw it. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at about the 14. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he is going to lose yardage here. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Red, cycle. Claw, 10. Claw, red. Red, yellow. Red.
Young. And he's going to go down. Back in his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
Trenton Simpson, he just flew in there to drop it.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taken right around the 44. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Ravens will take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Off the draw, here's Hill. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. Tucker's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 2nd down, a run by H.A. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready. Striker, 3-3, set.
First down, they go back to A-Chain. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Now that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Fight 60. Set,
A-Chain here, they stay on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Young. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
Come on, set.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
So they went with a trickery there on the fake punt, hoping to catch that return team flat-footed, but it did not work out.
And you were talking about trying to catch them flat-footed. That's what they were hoping for, trying to catch them off guard. But that's a well-coached team on the other side. They were more than prepared, and they were able to stop it.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
On the move to his left.
Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ready?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
In motion comes the tight end left.
White. Ready.
To throw on second down is Young. Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Smash, red.
Young looks to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Let's go.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Slide through. Ready?
Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really...
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. This one downfield to Burks. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Fight, 97. Ready.
H.A. now up the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Blue striker. Hut, hut.
It's Young off play action. They'll roll him out right. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Watch out, 52. No, 52. 62 blaster. Shot, 17. Hut, hut.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
22 needles. Hey, hey,
Samuel going to go in motion right. Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Red, yellow. Ready?
Young now. That is caught, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground game with A-Chain. Down the sideline it goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon A-Chain. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Dolphins 10. Jake Bailey set to kick
Bailey
off.
now to kick it away after the touchdown. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Second and 6. Shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion, felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now it's starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. The tight end in motion right.
You, yellow. Black ultra.
First and 10, Young. He dumps it off to A-Chain. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Ready?
To throw, Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Yellow.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Again, it's Young.
And that one almost intercepted. Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a third, but not to be, and it's 4th down.
Carter, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
The slot man in motion right.
Ready.
First down, Young. Flushed out right. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Young on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Now it's A-Chain headed right.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
112 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Go pink. Light blue. Set.
And they'll run here with A-Chain. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch the...
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Traylon Burks from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Jackson on second down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Javon Holland. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
At the 28-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
Following the interception, Young. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Jalen Phillips, the edge man, on the tackle. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now Dobbins again on second down. Good move at the 30. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this one's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
And this offense on third down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Jackson options out left, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
On the double.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Blaster, 6. Ready.
On 2nd down, Young. And his throw is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Blue strike.
Young on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
And the Dolphins 1st down.
Ready.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Red, cycle.
It'll be Young again. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Third and short yardage, Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
In motion left goes Burks.
Red, yellow, steel, black. Blue, yellow. Ready.
To the air once more, Young. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Hey, blue. Black Ultra, 6, Mega. Green Jack. Spike, white. Smash, red. Hut.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10.
Throw caught by A-Chain.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Come on, set. Slide blue. Edo blue. Come red. Blaster, 6. Hut.
From the red zone now, Young. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Ready, set.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, red. Blue striker. Black shot. Trail green. Set.
Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Steal, check, steal. Red, cycle. Set, huh?
3rd down, Young from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Traylon Burks with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On second down, here's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 82 yards. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go.
This is 1st and 10.
Song red. Yellow, go. Red, yellow. Steel, black. Ready?
Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Go pink. Shoot, yellow. Black ultra. Cut.
Here's Young. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10.
6, Mega. Green Jack. Ready.
Young to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now Young. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll run up the... And he loses the football a second time. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. This one downfield to Burks. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Let's go.
Here's Young. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched in the end zone the last time out.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson That's going deep for Bateman. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. He's got daylight. Mark Andrews. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. Wow, Charles, that doesn't just take points off the board. That takes a win off the board.
So now you have to regroup because you've gone from celebrating what you think is a win to trying to figure out how to do it again and make it a win.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. We think back to halftime, they were close to being written off. They faced the deficit, and now here's we begin overtime. They're one drive away from a comeback victory.
Think about where they started and how far they've come back from. And, look, you and I both know that when we talk with coaches, most of the time they don't say that momentum is something that factors into how they coach a ball game. Because they say each game is its own entity. But within a game, I think they all believe in momentum, and they certainly have it going in their direction right now.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Again, it's A-Chain. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now the first throw in overtime for Young. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A-Chain on 1st and 10. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 125 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A give up the middle to A-Chain. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Young off the play fake. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, The fans screaming out unhappy, but the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for Miami, they moved to a sparkling 15-1 with one game still to go in the regular season. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
Fuck! Bitch!
Can I talk about